We're going to be back and forth, absolutely.
Making sure.
Hello everyone, Terry Maxiner here, and we are here with Bridging the Gap of Care resources for those facing the reality of aging. And today we get an amazing topic, a topic that I think has touched everyone, most everyone, and that is the topic of dementia. And dementia is fast growing. Do we want to say epidemic? We don't know yet, but when someone is being diagnosed about every 67 seconds, we've got some issues here, and a lot of the times it is that we don't have the lack of knowledge. We just don't know where to start. We don't know much about the disease. We're not tapping into the right resources about the disease. So here today, I get the wonderful opportunity to talk about dementia with one of a colleague and an expert, and this is Lucinda Hurt. And Lucinda is here from the Northeastern Illinois Area Agency on Aging, yes. And I did it.
Yes.
So anyway, there is an awareness, a movement that is unbelievable, and it's called Dementia Friendly America. So I'm not going to steal any thunder from Lucinda because she is just going to talk about a topic that I think should be exploding in the state of Illinois, because again, it is bringing awareness to the local level when it just comes to local businesses, out to communities, out to areas, out to nowhere. I mean, we can't even say the places that we can touch as we let people know about dementia, and not to be fearful of it. How do we treat those people that come into our businesses? So again, they can feel comfortable coming into our communities. So Lucinda, basically, what is Dementia Friendly America?
Dementia Friendly America is an effort that I believe started in Minnesota and the Act on Alzheimer's. So Minnesota was trying to create more dementia-friendly communities.
Okay.
And it's really an initiative and a nationwide network of community businesses, public service agencies, community members, people with dementia, their caregivers, neighbors, pretty much everyone, to really create better response to dementia, to teach people how to interact, ensuring that people understand that you need to talk slower and just have really good basic communication skills, and create more business-friendly interactions, grocery store, places where people frequent who are older, but also caregiving dementia-friendly policies for workers as the aging population grows. And
so true. Yeah. So we see that as almost like an instruction for the frontline staff of the local grocery store, the bank tellers.
Yes.
So how is that done? Can a business say, if they want to be dementia friendly, can they have access to all this information?
Yes. So we're working in Kankakee and North Chicago and our region in the collar counties to create more dementia-friendly communities. So as a business, you can go through training. Half of your management needs to be trained, your staff, your frontline staff, in interacting with people. It's a very basic, 1 hour training that Dementia Friendly America has adapted from, again, Minnesota's Act on Alzheimer's training.
And any cost to my company for this?
There's no cost to your company for that.
So they can come in, provide the training for my group.
Yes.
And can it start that local with a business, or do I need the buy-in from the community first?
If you're really wanting to make a dementia-friendly community, you need the buy-in from your community. So Dementia Friendly America, it's DFAamerica.org, has so many tools. The resources on that website, you've probably been on there.
I got lost, as I'm road mapping, and this would take me to this, would take me to this, amazing.
Yes, but so many resources really preparing people to take on the initiative, but there's a readiness tool that I would suggest, and I've gotten into it a little bit, people go through to really, look at your questions, look at the buy-in you have from your community, analyze your community and what you already have as far as resources and what the needs are. But really anyone can do that training. The training is on the website.
Okay, so it doesn't mean like the local, medical physicians have to start this. It can really start anywhere.
It can start anywhere,
So it's basically getting I would say a team of people.
An advisory council.
An advisory council that would be local to our community, and they get trained, and then we really kind of just spread the word.
Yeah.
And what identifies my store that I'm dementia friendly? I mean, how would I even know?
Every community has is kind of in charge of that a logo, probably.
Okay.
Some people use the international symbol for Alzheimer's, which is a purple angel,
right.
because it's non-stigmatizing. There is still that stigma of mental health, dementia,
exactly.
aging
exactly.
that we need to fight. And so some places use one that maybe they've developed from their community, but they can have a sticker once they've met the requirements.
Okay, great. And then that would identify us as and I think the importance is because you know what? It stops the isolation.
Yes.
If I know that a caregiver could take, my mom, my dad, my older loved one somewhere, especially that one thing I was reading about it was called the Purple Table.
Purple Table reservations.
Oh my gosh. How adapting that is for those folks that come in that can be very easily confused. They probably want to avoid restaurants just for the fact that it's just too much. So tell me a little bit about that.
It's noisy. Restaurants are noisy. I mean, maybe, I know I'm only in my 30s, but maybe I'm getting older because I'm like, I don't want all this noise while I'm trying to eat. But it's really noisy. It's really, staff aren't trained to deal with people with dementia and probably mental health issues. It's not just about dementia. I think in the long term, it's any kind of mental health, autism, anything like that. They're good basic principles for people. So Purple Table reservations, from what I understand, is not an actual purple tablecloth because, again, that would be stigmatizing too.
Exactly.
But a lot of restaurants develop a time, in their lull period where maybe they promote that, this is time that's better for somebody with dementia, maybe that middle afternoon between the rush hours of breakfast or of lunch and dinner. And they have staff designated to that table who are trained to deal with and interact with people with dementia slower, asking one question at a time. Things like that. So somebody can call and make a reservation, limit a menu. People need limited choices. It's too overwhelming, things like that. Yeah.
And that is things folks really like to do is go out to eat. But that would be the first thing that would stop me. It's going to be too crowded, too noisy. Dad's going to get frustrated. Then maybe just kind of act out a little, and then we got to go.
Yeah. If you had a hearing problem into that,
exactly,
into the dementia, now you have hearing aids picking up those of us who don't wear hearing aids don't realize that hearing aids pick up everything, not just the conversation that you're trying to hear. So now you have someone with dementia trying to process what they're hearing in their hearing aid, and it's a lot. So it's something so easy and really doesn't take a lot of effort for businesses to train and then really, hopefully get more people. I would go somewhere more apt to, I'd be more apt to go somewhere that's dementia friendly because I know they put forth that effort, even though I don't have dementia in my immediate family, but certainly some people
some people do, and just having that quiet time. So we see some other towns in Illinois becoming dementia friendly. We got a couple of towns.
Grace Lake is already designated, from what I understand. So there's the core movement really, I guess, is in Lake County. Grace Lake is already designated. We're working on North Chicago through our grant, through the Department on Aging, through the Administration for Community Living. I believe, let me check, I can't remember. Grace Lake, Round Lake is working through it. Elgin has started. Kankakee, where I am, we've started the effort also under our grant. And then the grant allowed for some other areas in Illinois, so down by Springfield area and Belleville. So really across the state, we're really working for it.
And I know, my passion and love is the south and southwest suburbs. I've grown up here, and a lot of my, parents' friends are still here, and they're choosing to be here because this is where they want to live. They want to age in place in the community that's been friendly with them, and that's my church is here, my people are here, but my kids might not be here. And I thought if we can really put a voice to them, where, again, I think the first thing I want to do is I'm not going out because I don't want to embarrass myself. It's going to be confusing. So, and I think too, we talked about how the businesses get started. So what would you think, if we wanted to really launch some of this in the Southland area, what would that look like? Like, how could we even get started?
I think the way that we did through the grant that we received, really getting one or two champions on board. It's always better when you can get the mayor, city officials on board because it's really important buy-in. But it's not necessary to begin with. But if you can get them involved, and really looking at the readiness tool that's on the DFA America website.
They walk you through
they walk you through it, and forming that advisory council, that team. DFA really lays out the structure of the different sectors, so businesses, healthcare, first responders, city officials, all of those professionals, and
Right.
and really having a champion from each one of those. We all speak different languages, essentially.
Exactly,
You know,
we really do.
First responders have
Right.
less time than us in social services to do training
Right.
and things like that. So making sure you have a champion from all of those as much as possible to really then be that person who takes that into that business community,
Perfect.
that community that they're part of, that sector, and getting those sectors trained. So,
Right, yeah. So if we have, team members
yeah.
or champions
Yes.
from each one of those sectors, then together we can come along and kind of move this forward, because
Yeah.
I would say the training, as I've been going through, not intense. I mean,
No,
really not.
it's
It is
really
more,
basic training.
It's not
Yeah.
more awareness. We don't have to learn about the pathophysiology
No,
of the disease
no,
or anything
not
like
at
that.
all.
We just have to
It's
know
very
about
basic.
communication techniques.
Yeah.
So,
and how you can make your part of the DFA training is how to make businesses more friendly. And it's really,
Exactly.
again, not just to dementia, but lighting and just the physical space that's more
Exactly.
friendly and relaxing, so that it creates a more relaxed environment.
Perfect.
Less
Yeah, and I
stress.
think
Yeah.
that's the way we can just make more awareness as our population is aging. So, Lucinda, I thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Because I'm
Thank
passionate
you.
about the
Yeah.
disease. I just really think as we're moving forward with the numbers of people that are being diagnosed, and a lot of them are choosing to stay in community, we need to still have them be a part of the community, and that's so important. So, again, folks, I want to thank you so much for listening and viewing our podcast here today. Yes, we talked about Dementia Friendly America. So, again, more podcasts to come. We thank you very much, and we thank Southland TV. Have a great day.
Thank you.